Hi, welcome friends. Today we are going to see an amazing Korean action thriller movie name called The Childe. A guy without any background came to China to search for his father, who left him when he was a kid. When he entered China, many gangs were trying to kill him, why they are trying to kill him, what they want from him, and whether he found his father or not. With this, they included ultimate action, and in the climax, they gave an ultimate twist to this story. So let's get into this interesting story. In the opening scene, some of the gangs were tied up a guy in an old factory. Then the kidnappers were called to the concerned person who told them to kidnap, explaining that this job was easy and he was a waste guy. Meanwhile, that kidnapped guy released his ties and killed both of them with the knife like anything. Then, he was waiting for the person who ordered to kidnap him, and when they entered, they realized that he was a hitman, so they're trying to escape. At the same time, the knife flew in the air, killed one of the gangsters, then he killed everyone, and then he came in front of the leader. He explained why he killed them and that this job was assigned to him. Without any hesitation, he killed the leader as well. On the next scene, they are showing the hero in Philippines, who is in a boxing ring. He used to earn money by winning the betting match of this boxing. In that stadium itself, the hitman was also watching Hero, and Hero wins the match, then he collects the winning money. He came to his house, and his mother was sick. She was taking the bed rest, and she needed surgery. Hero had decided to find his father, who is in Korea, so that he can get help from his father to recover his mother. Then he came to an orphanage. In that orphanage, a guy named Kim had links all over the world. The hero met Kim and gave him some money to find his father, who is in Korea. Then he went to the bar to relax. At that time, a tattooed guy came to him and explained that there was a job that they're gonna rob a jewelry shop, and he also convinced him to join with them. The hero's situation was bad, so he also accepted the offer. On the next scene, they were supposed to rob. For that, the tattooed guy instructed the hero to switch off the power line. When he was doing it, he was surrounded by the gang to kill him. Hero was shocked that this tattooed guy had betrayed him, but with his boxing skills, somehow he managed to escape from them and met an accident with the car. Meanwhile, the gangs were gone away because of the public, and the car was driven by a Korean lady, who herself voluntarily helped the hero to be admitted to the hospital. In that hospital, they're taking all the tests which the hero was not expecting. He then explains to the Korean lady that there was no need for all of this. It was just a small accident, but the Korean lady convinced him to take all the tests for her safety in the future. Then she also gave him some money and Hero came out of the hospital. Meanwhile, he received a call from Kim. After that, he rushed to the orphanage. Kim returned his money. He explains that he couldn't find his father. Instead, his father himself found them, and he was eagerly waiting to see the hero, so he doesn't want that money. On the next day, a luxury car came in front of the hero's house. From there, a rich man came out, and he entered the house. Meanwhile, this was being watched by a stylish hitman by drinking a Coke. This rich guy explained that he was the lawyer of his father and he was sick, so he couldn't come here. Instead, he arranged the flight ticket, passport, visa, and everything else for him, but the hero was thinking about his mom. And the lawyer also explained that his father would take care of his mother by admitting her to a good hospital, so Hero decided to go with them. On the next scene, they're showing the Korea's richest man. He was scolding his manager, saying that in some news stories, they were portraying him badly. At that time, he received a call from someone. He inquired about the given job and told them to bring him safely. In the same apartment, there was an old man who's taking rest with a full hospital setup. This rich man came to him and told him about the hero was on the way to meet him. Now only we understand that he's the father of the hero as well. So we will call this rich man as a big brother. This big brother and his dad were waiting for him eagerly. On the next scene, the hero and the lawyer were in the flight, and in that same flight, the hitman was also behind them. Then Hitman came to him and asked about Hero's first-time flight experience. He introduced himself as his friend. Then he manipulates Hero by saying, "Why don't you think that till yesterday your father didn't approach you?" But suddenly yesterday he approached, and the next day itself he was in the flight in a business class, so can't you feel something fishy like that? He confused him and went to him closely, saying that they were going to kill him Then he left, by saying, "We'll meet again, my dear friend." After getting out of the flight, they're walking to the car, while the lawyer was speaking with someone. By zooming out, we realized that he was speaking with the Korean lady who hit the hero by car in Philippines. Then the lawyer was inquiring about the jobs all done, and she replied that everything was done without any evidence. There was a schoolgirl standing with her, then hero and lawyer getting into the car. They went to his father's house. Meanwhile, the schoolgirl, who was with the Korean lady, explained to get the job done by showing a photo because it was an important job to be done. Then they're showing the big brother who is standing in the field waiting for someone. We think that he was waiting for a hero, but it's not. He was waiting for the reporter and the manager who badly portrayed him, and he killed both of them with his gun. Then the group of doctors came to him. They were injured by this big bro. Then he asked to do the job. The doctors were afraid of him, so doctors accepted to do some job, which they are not revealing now. Then there was a car coming into the highway alone. In that car, the hero and lawyer were sitting, and another car was tearing the wind and entering a side of the hero's car. Both cars were driving parallel, and another car was being driven by Hitman. Lawyer told the driver to slow the car, but the driver opened the window, yelling at him. The Hitman simply shot him. So the car was out of control and met with an accident. Then Big Brother receives a call from an unknown number. He's demanding him that the guy from Philippines is under my custody. If you want to have him, you have to give me $10 million like this. Someone is demanding. Big Bro gets frustrated. Then hero gets conscious and comes out of the car. When the hero was coming out of the car, Hitman was standing in front of him, and he was saying, "How are you, my friend?" With this hero getting frustrated and asking him why you shot that driver and why you are following me, the Hitman took the gun, explaining that he had a job to kill. Then hero got afraid and ran into the forest, but Hitman didn't leave him, following by the road in his car itself, giving trouble to the hero. At a certain point, the hero drained out while standing on the bridge. Hitman also followed him and came out of the car, and suddenly he jumped up from that bridge. Without any hesitation, Hitman also jumped with his style and came in front of the hero. Then the hero was trying to escape by walking itself. Hitman followed him. Then both of them went into the tunnel. At that time, Hitman was becoming sick. He got coughing continuously. Hero came out of the tunnel, and Hitman also came out at the same time. It was raining, so Hitman stopped inside the tunnel, coughing continuously. After that, he became normal. He returned to take his car. Meanwhile, Big Brother came to know that his lawyer and other gangs were dead, so he decided to search for the hero by himself and lost faith in his gang. Then hero entered the town, and he didn't know anyone. He got a visiting card from the lawyer, so he decided to call that number. On the other end, the call was picked up by a Korean lady. She then asked the hero's location, and she knew that hero was very important to the Big Brother, so she could negotiate with them. She turned the car and was ready to pick up, and hero also called Kim, explaining the situation. At the same time, a stylish hitman came near the phone booth. Hero again started to running from him. At certain point Hitman blocked the hero, but with his boxing skill he punched the hitman and escaped from him. Simultaneously Korean lady came there and picked him. Then they are going in the highways. Meanwhile, on the opposite lane the big bro was crossing by seeing that inside Korean lady and hero was sitting. He came for the hero, so he ordered everyone to turn around the car. Everyone were chasing. Big bro called her, instructed to stop the car. But she refused his order because she was assigned by lawyer and moreover she knows something. Then Hitman also joins with this chasing and the Korean lady escaped from both of them came into the forest. Now only Korean lady explains that his father was a richest man in Korea. He has lots of foundations and properties, but unfortunately, he got unconscious. This was because of his heart was failing at that time. This rich man's third wife who got a schoolgirl as a daughter, they got all the properties when he was not unconscious. Then this big bro was frustrated and came to his father. At that time his father explained that he has a son in his bloodline that will matches him and he lives in Philippines, so if we bring him, we can replace the heart. After that we can retrieve the properties. Because of this his big brother brings him to Korea. But the rich man's third wife assigned this Korean lady to kill hero, so that she will get whole properties by stopping the transplantation of heart. Then this Korean lady started to loading the gun, aimed on his head. At the same time there was a crash behind their car by another car. As we guessed, it was Hitman. With this diversion, hero escaped from her car and ran into the forest. Korean lady started to shoot Hitman, but Hitman killed her and hero went to the end of the road. At that time a bunch of cars arrived. From that, big bro came out. Then he received hero and he picked him to the house. At that time the schoolgirl was watching him. She is full of jealous that the property is gonna leave from them. So big bro, without wasting his time, instructed to start the surgery for heart transplantation to the bunch of doctors whom he scared. Then they gave anesthesia to him, and big bro was watching this from CCTV camera. Even hero was dizzy with anesthesia. Somehow he managed to woke up by remembering his mother. Doctors were shocked by seeing this. Then the doctor instructed them to give another anesthesia. Meanwhile, a doctor slipped and injected anesthesia to another doctor, who is going to do surgery. And this was not happened by accident. It was done by the same stylish Hitman. Wherever hero goes, Hitman was also following him like anything. Then Hitman getting down all the doctors. After seeing this, big bro came with his gang. They were standing outside operation room. To escape from them, Hitman needs help from hero. So Hitman kept hero as a bait by placing gun behind him. He came out of the room. Then big bro understood that he was the one who demanded $10 million, and he insulting Hitman by saying that, "How dare you to enter here?" Hitman also replied that $10 million gave him the dare. Meanwhile, the schoolgirl came with the gun standing behind big bro aiming at hero. Then Hitman again jumped back into room. By the time big bro and his gang were shooting the room, then only big bro realized that his father was inside. Then he stopped everyone. His father was wounded and Hitman also shot by a bullet. Then big brother came inside the room. At that time, Hitman holding gun on both of them and then demanding $10 million to leave them. There is no option left for big bro, so he accepts the deal and gives him $10 million. After that, Hitman leaving both of them and getting outside. Big brother stopped him, and his gang was aiming the gun at Hitman. And with a smile, Hitman was explaining that he was basically a killer. Then he started killing everyone. By taking their gun itself, he was taking everyone down. After that, Hitman got tired and he's also injured in his leg, so hero helped him to get out. Meanwhile, the schoolgirl came in front of them holding the gun on hero. At that time, Hitman got frustrated with their family property urge. And he also explains to the hero gladly he does not have this bloodline. Now, Hitman gives a big twist to the hero, saying that the old man was not his father. Now only he was revealing that this big bro was given job to the lawyer to find his brother. Then this lawyer assigned a Korean lady to finish the job, and the Korean lady came to Hitman. But she doesn't know that he's the original son of that richest father. The Hitman planned to find out what's happening with his family. Moreover, he doesn't want any property. And this $10 million is also for the hero's mother's operation. So he met Kim to inquire about any strong man so that he can keep him as bait, and finds who was trying to kill him. Then Kim suggested hero because he needs money. Then only Hitman followed him in the boxing ring and in his house. He followed him everywhere so that he could able protect him. By releasing this, hero got frustrated and showing it to Hitman. But Hitman convinced him that he got the money so that he could do the surgery for his mother. Somehow hero got convinced. Then they both came out of the house, went to the Philippines, where the hero's mother was operated on, and she is good, and Hitman was helping the orphanages to do some good with the rest of the money. I hope you enjoyed this movie. Take care, bye.